So, Jory, keep talking about how much you love Alec Baldwin.
I think that it's a complicated case, and I think that if we're going to make it something about a study of character, then I think that he's shown himself to be a model individual who's never had any kind of record of acting irrationally or bizarrely or being terrible towards his children. Yeah.
I mean, he's certainly hot as hell. We can all agree on that.
I do I remember, so weirdly enough, like, I feel like I never saw like Hunt for Red October or anything like that when I was a kid. Like, I think the first time I was ever aware of Alec Baldwin, and this is weird, but when did The Royal Tenenbaums come out? Like 2003?
Oh.
Sounds about right, although maybe a little later, but yeah, roughly that.
Yeah, he's the narrator of that movie. And I think weirdly that somehow was the first time I was ever aware of him. Like, even though he had
very interesting.
Yeah, like tons of significant movies, obviously, before that point. But I think somehow that was the first time I ever really heard his name.
For me, I'm pretty sure it was Red October, because that would be my appropriate age movie. Yes.
I think that's his first like blockbustery thing that I'm aware of now in retrospect.
Yeah.
For me, it was 30 Rock, because I started watching 30 Rock when I was in like 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And I thought Liz Lemon was so cool.
What? Wow. I can't imagine what it would be like to have that be one's first exposure to Alec Baldwin. Because, like, to me, the whole point of 30 Rock was he's not the Alec Baldwin he used to be. Like, he's older, he's got a little bit different body type, he's more, stentorian or what, he's a different figure than he used to cut. And part of for what I enjoyed about that character was how it related to the Alec Baldwin we all used to know when he was, 20 years younger or whatever. But of course you wouldn't have known that.
Nope. I was just like, wow, funny guy. Neat.
Yeah. I was thinking about this recently. I think it is very interesting, with these stars that have long careers, how people all just, you check in at different times, and some people only see the old stuff first. Like, if there's an actor who is working into their 70s and 80s, and that's the first time you know them. You're not even aware of the 100 movies they shot ahead of time, and it's a totally different thing.
A couple big examples for me are like Michael Rooker. Who
yes,
I saw like Slither, and that's the first time I think I ever was aware of him. Or like Harry Dean Stanton is a real big one.
Yes.
Where it's like, he has so much stuff that I still haven't seen.
For me, that was Repo Man with Harry Dean Stanton. Was the first like Harry Dean Stanton movie I ever saw. And
I still haven't seen Repo Man.
So neither. Jory, can we watch Repo Man? I've never seen it.
I want to watch Repo Man with you guys.
For having never seen it.
It's, watch along. It's definitely the kind of movie where it's not going to be as great as people say it is. It's it's pretty rough around the edges. It has a lot of great stuff, but it is definitely a victim of its own cult status.
It's like a Buckaroo Banzai or a Six String Samurai or something like that, where the movie actually isn't that amazing. It just kind of precedes itself a little.
Hold the fuck on with Buckaroo Banzai, Jory. Because I could not disagree more about Buckaroo.
I love Buckaroo Banzai. It is a very flawed movie.
Okay, sure. It's a lot. There's a lot of insane stuff that happens for no good reason, and nothing really makes sense. And they decide to not describe basically anything.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it.
And the dramatic stakes like wildly deflate in the third act, so that suddenly it's just a farcical comedy, even though there's been like an actual threat of death up to this point.
Yes. I deeply love that movie. Actually, I was just talking to a friend about it. Layden, have you seen Buckaroo Banzai? I don't want to exclude you from the conversation.
No,
okay.
Exclude away. One of my favorite things about having you guys together is that you mesh very
finally
well.
The white male point of view.
Oh God! All right, let's stop talking about Buckaroo Banzai.
Let's go back to talking about manslaughter.
Yeah. There it is. Thank you, Jory.
But Brian, you have to repeat the joke that you said that made that funny that I don't think we were recording when you said.
Was that off mic?
I think it was.
That was before we started recording. I can't remember the setup now. Someone mentioned.
Sorry, no.
In the context,
it was Jory said murder, corrected to manslaughter, and then you said Brian.
I call it man's laughter.
and I chortled at that.
Right. Yes.
It's still,
I guffawed.
I artificially, brought that out, and I still almost did a spit take with my naked juice. So
I saw that. Yeah, it was very
you.
sincere.
Thank you.
I just had a naked juice last night for the first time in seriously 10 years. I have not bought that kind of product in a very
That's
long
crazy
time.
because I had a juice naked this morning.
Yeah, and you were doing that thing that you see on Reddit where it's like you were sending us photos of your hand holding the juice, and it's like, Brian,
and you could see like
something's up here.
Part of my leg. Yeah.
Jory, can I guess what flavor you got?
Ooh, yeah, I think you can.
Was it Mighty Mango?
Oh, it actually wasn't.
Was it the green?
Well, hold on. Okay, wait.
I didn't hear.
Guessed
too much crosstalk.
Was it the green one?
Okay.
How was it? I'm not a fan of the green one.
Me neither.
That was always my favorite, both of that one and of the other one, which starts with an M. I want to say Morningstar, but that's the vegetarian chicken.
Not Green Machine. Green Machine is the green one.
It's the green one.
No, I mean the brand. It's called like it's called like Morning Hill or something.
Oh, yes. And it's like a semi-local or something because I just got some of this in Ralph's the other day. Yes.
No, Jory, I know exactly which one you're talking about, and I can't.
I will say I used to buy it at Kroger, which is Ralph's is a regional imprint of. So that does track.
Yes.
God, it's like something farm, right?
Yeah,
it's like a little cursive thing at the top.
Yes, I just had this. Yes, and it's cheap.
There's like a coffee one that's really good.
Milkington, yeah,
Milkington. Stan Milkington was the character I used to play in high school.
Wait, was this like a persona that you had at the time?
Yeah, he just loves milking.
People were off put by this, correct?
No, as far as I'm concerned, no one's ever been off-put by anything I've ever done. I pay attention to that. Yeah.
I had this, we need to put a pin in Buckaroo Banzai, but I had this like embarrassing affectation once where for some reason in high school, I turned in an English paper once where it was something about family. And maybe I had just been reading like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for the first time. I was like a real Anglophile at this phase, but everything about the essay was totally normal, except I exclusively referred to my mom as Mum. And I remember my English teacher calling me on it, like this was supposed to be like from your POV. Did you really call your mom Mum? And I remember like I think I'm a pretty good liar when I need to be, but I remember very plainly what a terrible job I did of lying, where I was like, yeah. Thinking back on it now, it's like, why did I do that?
That is amazing.
I don't want to dox your mom, excuse me, but just knowing your mom's name and just the general aura, the idea of you calling her mom is very, very funny.
Yeah.
Incredible. I will actually, okay. I want to hear, let's talk about affectations we've had, because this is very interesting to me.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can think of
a question
for me. Yeah, I'm putting a topic on of conversation on the table. I can think there was a period in college where I got really into using boss as like a slang word meaning cool. Like, oh, that's boss.
That's boss.
Yeah.
And it was not in fashion at the time, which you can tell because it was a thing I was doing. But it was also that was probably like 80s slang. And I remember someone once calling me out. They're like, "Are you from Texas?" Because it was so out of place for a college in Northwestern Massachusetts. That's the first one that comes to mind for me.
I feel like most of my affectations probably just have to do with the fact that I was like pretty out of touch and just like had bad taste when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. Where it's like I don't get me wrong.
Now you're no longer out of touch.
You're out of
time. Maybe that was actually what I was trying for, was that I was like, maybe I was trying to act like I was like an old soul. Because don't get me wrong, I love Steely Dan very much to this day, but like I exclusively listened to like Steely Dan and like the band and things like that. And
yes,
I would like try to get on with my teachers about it. Like I would talk to I had a sculpture teacher in high school whom I would talk to about music, and I would like start talking about Steely Dan, and he would be like, "I like Rage Against the Machine. What the fuck are you talking about?" Yes, I'm 40. That doesn't mean I like Boston.
Right.
I
That's
think
amazing.
I'm sure my entire life is just a catalog of cringe, but I think maybe a much more put on affectation that is only an affectation now because I flipped in the reverse direction is as a look. So I was on the school news show in middle school, right? Like I dropped out of orchestra.
Really?
Yeah.
This is exciting. Oh my God.
I played viola for 2 years, and then it was like, you can have another elective and you can, be on the little school news team where you make the news every week. And so I got on there and they let me have my own segment, and my segment could be whatever I wanted.
This was like a broadcast thing?
I mean, to the school, they would show it on the little TVs and then they would put it online. So I think
how did I not know this?
Somewhere they used to be online. Anyway, but the segment that I chose for myself, I'm just reiterating that this is a thing that I chose to present to a school of middle schoolers who were not nice. My segment was called Word Nerd, where I played a superhero who corrected people's fucking grammar. Yes. And I did that faithfully every goddamn week. I had a costume.
Layton, that is so great. What was your costume?
It was a big felt W and a cape and and then glasses with tape on the middle.
That's fantastic.
I've gotten messages in my adult life like, it's Word Nerd. It's like, no, I have to jump off a cliff now.
Wow.
Please
tell me you have a picture of this.
I will see if I can find the picture. But this was sorry, go ahead, Jory.
I think the AV Club weekly segment Word Nerd would be too cute of a fictional specific. Like if that was in a screenplay, it would feel too on the nose.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like I was willing to subject myself to this shit. Anyway, so I was a big, that early 2010s, some e-cards, grammar corrector, I was that type. And so I was very militant about all emails, instant messages, texts, proper punctuation, grammar. If you do anything less, I think you're a fucking idiot. And now I turn off spell check, I turn off auto caps and auto punctuation. I'm not doing it. We're freestyling. It's coming from the heart. And fuck whatever I was doing then. Also just I was so quiet aside from being on the school news that despite the fact that I spoke every week on the school news, people thought I was fucking mute, and I would be asked if I was mute, repeatedly. And that pissed me off, so I would not say anything.
Great. Good.
Fun and cool. I'll see if I can find a picture of Word Nerd.
I love that. I love that for you. I love that for all of us.
I had my little Jesus
slope to hell.
Yeah, I had my Jesus sandals. I had rope sandals that I wore all the time. It was not. I think so. Yeah, I got them from a yard sale.
I can't picture what you're talking about.
They're they were just sandals that were made out of rope. I thought they were really cool. They were not
the Tiva style sandals. What is the style of this?
No,
sandal?
It was almost like a flip flop.
Send me a picture of a foot.
Yeah, hold on. Let me boot up MS Paint.
Great.
Dude, I was looking at I want to post some vacation pics, and I was looking at it and I was like, this is a fucking cornucopia of feet. I can't post any of this shit.
Yeah. It's a footopia.
What hell? Brian, you're still all about that wiki feet, right?
Am I all about it? I mean, I think about it basically every day, all the time, but I wouldn't say I'm all about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is specifically your obsession with your own profile.
Well, you know what? I honestly have not I guess this is a good time to do it.
I'm doing it as we speak, and I apologize for looking at my phone, but
I haven't looked at WikiFeet Men, of course, for a while.
I got good news, my man.
Hold on.
Oh, you holding steady?
All right, you know what? Yeah, break it to me. I'd rather hear you break it to me.
Actually, you know what? I guess I don't know what it was the last time you looked, so I don't know if this is an increase or a decrease. 4.91.
That is really good.
Oh,
that is
shit!
Really good.
That's
bizarre.
This looks like the same pictures I had before. I think. Yeah, those are good feet. That's a good rating. Okay, now let's look at Dan. Oh shit. 4.9. Hell yeah. Fuck
4.
you.
Holy fuck.
4.9 what? Just 4.9 flat?
Just 4.9 straight.
That feels engineered, frankly.
Edged him out, baby.
Okay, I've done a very good drawing of a Jesus sandal that I will text to the thread now.
Great.
And
I don't
I'm
know what to
very
expect.
happy about
I
that.
want to reiterate that this was made of very itchy, uncomfortable rope, and I don't know why I love them so much.
All right, you texted this?
I texted it, and I hope that I put it in the correct thread instead of my neighbor. Please put the packages somewhere where the thieves won't find them.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
I actually,
Right.
I do 100% get what you mean when you call it a
Now I
Jesus
understand.
Yeah.
This
sandal.
is
Should I
maybe
list to the
this is a
audience?
hot
Oh, do it.
pick.
That's
Thanks, yeah.
well done pick. Mouse, or do you have a Cintiq off
Oh,
camera?
mouse. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I actually,
Well done.
I
Wow.
do have my tablet that I had whipped out, and then it just was not plugged in. But
Very good.
I have
Yes.
now. I want to billboard something that's going to be mentioned later in the show. I have a tablet update for you, but I'm not going to say what it is. But
can
it's
I
not.
can I reschedule this for 2 a.m. or is it going to force update?
Yeah. Well, wait, are we plugged in?
It wasn't
Are you
plugged in
are you
last night, so
connected
it
to
wasn't able
power?
to update.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a really good bit.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you. I want to get okay. Before we totally forget
we
to finish
diverted
this
from the
conversation.
original question.
Yes. Of affectations.
Affectations.
Of affectations and also Buckaroo Banzai, since you're so fucking desperate to talk about Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, I'm very excited to talk about Buckaroo Banzai. I'm trying to think of other embarrassing affectations I've had. I've had 48 years to have embarrassing affectations. Nothing will be as embarrassing, and this wasn't mine, so this doesn't count, but there was a guy I was in a science honors program with in school, like when in high school. We didn't go to the same high school. It was like a regional thing, and that actually was at Columbia, and I think it's still going on. Anyway, this guy who had no, as far as I could tell, German heritage, would constantly scream "Ach du Lieber" whenever he got excited about something in that classic, like, nerd way.
Yeah.
I will always remember that as like a really standout affectation where even at the time, as a walking catalog of annoying behaviors and affectations myself, I was like, that's a little much.
I do think, like, don't get me wrong, maybe I probably shouted Mein Lieber or something a couple of times when I was a kid, and it
Sure,
was like a
who
reference to
didn't?
Wolfenstein 3D
Yeah,
or something.
right. Yes.
But it is like I think back on having known a couple of those kids who would like challenge a history teacher about their knowledge of like what the Luftwaffe was up to in Africa in 1941. And it's like nowadays we understand the types of like psychological traits that lead a person to be obsessed with the military actions of World War II era Germany.
Yes.
And I think back on that, like, I don't know how to assess that on a case by case basis.
Well, for
Too
me,
little info.
those were like my friends in middle school. I was token girl that was also token girl who was easy to bully. But
And you're a token, right? Like,
yeah,
token,
you know me. I was
Token-
super,
token the weed.
Is that a
token it
Boston song?
Yeah, token the weed. Yeah.
Well, no, token. Smoking? Is Smoking a Boston song? Hold on.
You're not thinking of Steve Miller, are you?
Is that Steve Miller?
Well, I understand he's a smoker, a toker, and a midnight. A smoker, a joker, and a midnight toker.
I feel like I'm looking at my phone a lot in this, but there's just some Googling to be done. Yeah, it's the song Smoking by Boston.
Wow. Anyway,
There it
I
is.
was not
See
doing
that?
that. Yep, I do. I can see. Hold on, wait.
I
Continue,
can't see jack
continue
shit.
holding it right there because
Yeah.
that's
That's
I'll
really
drop it
great.
in the chat.
Look at my fucking anxiety made manifest, by the way, with how much this is fucking moving. I cannot hold it more stable than this.
It is also totally pixelated, and we cannot read it.
Yeah, I dropped what it looks like in our text thread.
It's so funny.
Very good.
Anyway, to finish that up, I was like with all of the outcast, like super smart, grimy boy. Like that was my friend group of all the like weird gamers, but they were all on 4chan and were obsessed with South Park. And so I was in that milieu. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it was nerds, mostly centered around my math class, where I was in with mostly everybody in my class except one other person was a year ahead of me. And so we did a lot of socializing with that, calculus class. We were all on the cross country team together. It was a lot of fun.
I was a teacher's pet up through like middle of high school when I got my first. I forget if I ended up getting an F or if I just got a D in chemistry, like AP chemistry. And that just like broke my brain, and I never tried ever again. I recall a nickname that I had in my calculus classes in like senior year of high school, where somebody called me Sleepy Jory because I would just go to that class and just deliberately go to sleep. I would just put my head down on my desk.
That's basically a Rick and Morty character.
And then it's a thin, hackneyed premise that you can't lampshade until it's not.
Yeah.
It's just those kinds of classes perfect for napping. I also chemistry was also my breaking point where I was like, wait, I'm not good at science because now there's math in it and this sucks. But was this when you had long hair?
I mostly had long hair in college, which is maybe even more damning. But I had like a shoulder length mop at the time. Wait, were you a pony guy?
I was a waist pony guy. Like, it went all the way down.
I was like shoulder blade level. I'm fucking impressed.
Real fucking cool. That was me.
I bet.
Did you wear glasses, Jory?
Nah. I think power of suggestion maybe brought on by some kind of Munchausen by proxy thought that I had bad vision when I was a child. So I had a glasses prescription for a number of years. And then I was like,
that you didn't need?
I don't need these. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thanks, mums.
And I still have very good vision to this day. Yeah.
That's good.
Wow. That's very cool. All right. Yes.
We keep almost returning to this Buckaroo Banzai thing, but I have a question that I wanted as I was laying down for my morning nap today, which was to you guys, what are some of the best? I'm going to rephrase this to your favorite because I think there are a lot of easy answers to this that are iconic, but it's just like naming a thing. What are some of your favorite or most impactful needle drops in TV and film?
Oh. Let's see. Do I have an obvious answer to that? Actually, no, yes, I do. I was just thinking, this is so fun. I was literally just thinking about this and listening to the song. It's okay. Asterisk next to this movie. It's at the end of High Fidelity when he puts on, I believe, When I Fall in Love This Time It'll Be Forever by Stevie Wonder. It is as like the last scene in the movie. That song rules. And as like a final like capper on the whole thing to just go out on that, to this day, it's one of like my all time like, wow, that just like buttoned everything up really, really nice. And I love that song independent of that. The asterisk on that movie is I'm pretty sure if I watched that movie again now, I would find it intolerable, but maybe not.
Winning performances top to bottom, I think, like redeem it.
And the other thing I was thinking about that movie in particular is that's before people knew. I got to put this pencil down because I'm being too didactic with it.
You inserted your thumb between your middle and forefinger.
I don't know why it's a proxy. So
Brian, that way you don't even worry about it.
I'm crypto pointing.
We're having a lovely conversation.
Yes. I was thinking about how when Jack Black at the end of High Fidelity gets on stage with Sonic Death Monkey and sings, we didn't know who he was, and we as a culture did not realize he could sing unless we were like paying attention to. I don't even know if the Tenacious D stuff was out at that point. I think it probably was, but I'm not sure.
I think the HBO show was already out,
but I didn't know about it. And
me neither.
So it was.
I was 9, so I didn't know about it, but.
It was one of these rare moments where, even 2 years later, that would not be possible. But it was like what the fuck? Oh my God, where did this guy come from? Like throughout the whole movie, he's this like annoying, all talk, kind of character. And then when he comes in and actually brings it at the end and can really sing, that was a very special moment in history where he was just about to really break and kind of took off. Anyway, I'm getting I have thoughts on High Fidelity, but
it's also, I think, a very, very sweet character beat. Like it's a very fun reversal of expectations from him being such a shithead throughout the movie.
I also remember in High Fidelity I remember seeing that movie and going in thinking, wow, John Cusack hasn't done jack shit like recently. Like, where the fuck has this guy been? Which now is like, maybe it had been a year since his last movie, but he was so iconic for,
like
Say Anything. Even when he was in Grosse Pointe Blank, I remember thinking, wow, what the fuck has John Cusack been doing? Nothing. And now there was like 2 years in between, his last movie or something like that.
Yeah.
When did 1408 come out?
Like 2008 or something like that.
Oh, 2008. Okay, literally.
I would guess that it was later 2000s.
Entirely possible. Anyway, sorry. So that's my needle drop answer is that end of High Fidelity.
What about you, Jory?
It was 2007. I might just be thinking about Buckaroo Banzai.
Hell yeah,
but
you were.
One of my favorite needle drops in a movie is the ending credits of The Life Aquatic, which is like kind of an asterisk on the movie. But that movie's closing credits are like a shot-for-shot ripoff of the closing credits of Buckaroo Banzai.
Yes. Yes,
but they're set to Queen B word of the bitch, which is a word
you can say it.
Let Jory say bitch.
No,
wait, hold on. Let's get it clean.
No, just as an ally. Okay. Jory is being an ally.
That's true.
He's nodding his head, yes.
Say it like an ally would say it.
Queen. From the David Bowie album Hunky Dory, which is a song I really love a lot now. But I think that was probably the first time I had heard it. And I think it's a very well done homage to Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah, and those some of the best ending credits of all time are the Buckaroo Banzai end credits. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
have you ever been on hold and heard that song?
No, have you?
Yes.
What?
I think it's actually I use the mobile phone carrier Ting, and it's like one of those pay as you go ones where they piggyback off of T-Mobile.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they have that song as their holding music.
That's
which is pretty
incredible.
Dope. That's great.
Yeah.
Leighton, needle drop.
I do not have a definitive answer to this question. The reason I thought of this question is because I was thinking about that scene in Manhunter where William Peterson as Will Graham,
the shootout at the end,
bursts through the glass to Inagata Devita, and it's fucking
awesome.
Great. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's so good. So that's a big iconic one for me. Also, I've been talking about this movie and this particular scene for years, and I've just come to accept that nobody will watch it or will watch it and be like, that was fucking stupid, led me astray. But the total eclipse of the heart pool knife fight scene in The Strangers 2, Pray at Night, better than Baby Driver. Baby Driver fucking wishes. Also on that note, I hate Baby Driver, and I think all the songs selected were fucking mid.
I've never seen it. I'm curious, but I've never seen it.
One of my spicier takes tends to be, and of course, I think the lukewarmness of what I'm about to say probably speaks to how spicy my takes are. Edgar Wright, man, I don't know. He seems awesome. I really like him as an individual.
Yeah.
But you don't like, wait, you don't like the Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright movies?
I liked Shaun of the Dead enough at the time. I like how kind of nasty it is. But yeah, Hot Fuzz, I think.
Oh, I love Hot Fuzz. I love Hot Fuzz.
Wall to wall, great jokes. It's full of amazing jokes. I just think as a movie, I just find it kind of confusing. I don't know.
I also do not like the Cornetto trilogy. I don't understand the appeal. Jory and I have spoken about this, that I like how kind of mean Shaun of the Dead is at the end. Scott Pilgrim is my favorite of his, and even that's dubious because that's a real nostalgia one for me.
I like that movie a lot. I wouldn't call that dubious. I think it's a fun film.
It's
Like-
I'm just not. I'm not the biggest.
I-
This is like, I think Jory and I are aligned on several different strains of deeply contentious takes that I will not call out. Some of them.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Call them out, please.
No. Oh, there's one in particular that would really piss you off, Brian, and that's going to make you.
Oh,
go for
no,
it,
you
and
have to tell
I'm
you.
not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
Please tell me.
I
Please.
also don't know what
You
you're
have
going to do, so
You can't say that and not tell me.
I think
hold on,
that he's
Jory,
correct.
Jory, check your Discord.
Just tell it.
I'm
Nothing.
looking at my phone again.
Text it to the group thread.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That one is like, that's such a funny, like, no one can reasonably be offended
Come on,
by that.
come on,
except
come on,
maybe
come on.
Dr. Brian White.
Except the
come
one
on,
other
come on.
person on this call.
Come on. Tell me.
Brian, I am going to tell you the thing Leighton texted me in a way that I'm trying to be as diplomatic about as possible.
Tell me.
So,
please. I promise I
anytime-
won't be mad.
Anytime big exciting news comes out involving astronomy,
Uh-huh.
any kind of like long range like lunar at lunar, Jesus Christ. I'm so nervous about saying this that I'm trying to find the words.
Jory, your eloquent defense of your position is already winning over.
I'm falling apart here. Any kind of like telescope imagery of like far away galaxies and things like that are so beautiful. We all feel very moved by them in that like
Mhm.
tiny blue marble touching the face of God type of way.
Okay.
I
If you say you don't love these with all of your being, I'm going to explode.
my reservation about them tends to be, regardless of the potential beauty of space and the
You
things that we
don't
might
just
be
say
able to accomplish.
any thought, Jory. Just say it. You don't need to.
It's just that there's people starving on Earth, and whenever I see stuff that's like space based, I feel a lot of dread about the state of life on this planet. And
I think that's fair. However, if you spend any money on the entertainment industry, then one could argue that is, there's always, hey, we could be allocating our resources differently, right?
I know.
And I'm not saying your position is invalid, because I think it is a very fine opinion to have. Hey, we should be allocating resources, to things that actually matter. But
oh no, Leighton, Brian's argument here is very critically well formed and serious. He's taking this very seriously. He's not taking this in the light in which I hope he would.
In the extremely lighthearted way in which we kick it back and forth in our very cynical
no,
Discord discussions about being depressed.
No, I will take this
dumb.
seriously. Space is dumb. Sure.
I don't think space is dumb. You're mischaracterizing my position.
But I also am mischaracterizing my own
What
position.
you just said,
Facetiously.
Jory, was ... space is dumb, and we all heard it.
No, I'm saying that my wonderment at the beauty of space is tempered with just a little bit of
That's fine. I don't disagree with you. And here, can I tell you honestly, with a lot of these space stories, I also don't really care about them, because I hate the reactions to them. Because
me too. It's like when a celebrity dies, like the performance of being excited about it.
Yes.
It's like when a celebrity dies and everyone's like, thank God Harry Dean Stanton is gone.
I'm going to draw him in a cowboy hat with a halo above the cowboy hat.
I will say,
post that on
that's
Twitter
good
like
idea,
a very
actually.
normal person and expect praise for doing something completely fucking weird like that, of conflating people with characters they played that meant something to you when you were 8 fucking years old. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
I was going to say, I have a friend who was texting me semi-recently about black holes, and was very concerned that a black hole was going to eat the Earth. And I was like, okay, but are you worried about climate change? And he said no. And I was like, okay, so this is a good example of priorities, right? It's like a black hole will not eat the Earth. It's not going to happen. End of story. I mean, maybe in however many billion years or whatever, sure. On a human timescale, irrelevant. So I do think there's an interesting question of, priorities here, which I think is a good discussion to have. So I like this conversation. I don't like the fucking attitude you brought to it, but that's a separate.
Jory, thanks for falling on that
point.
sword. I did not intend to put you
sorry,
in harm's way. Just
sorry, Leighton.
I think it's valid. I think it's valid.
Have we talked about the other one that I mentioned in the Discord? Have we talked about that on the show?
The other one I have way less apprehension about.
Oh yeah, I also have no apprehension.
I think there's a very. So the other thing, so Leighton texted me two things, and space was the one I was worried about. Which again, I think space is beautiful. I think that black hole thing is a perfect example of the type of priorities that can be misplaced.
Sure. Yeah.
The other one is the movies of Pixar, which I loved. I loved the early ones when I was a child, and now that I am an adult, I look at them as morality plays that are repugnant, and I hate them.
Repugnant morality plays is the perfect encapsulation of my issue with this shit. Just the one that keeps coming back to me is how much people fucking love WALL-E, which it's a beautiful.
WALL-E's a tough movie. Yeah,
I don't like WALL-E.
There's so many issues.
I agree with you on this.
But the one that I see nobody talk about ever, and I hate being this person because I try not to be the kind of person who distills all of my criticism down to like one issue and then get very strident and holier than thou about it.
It's a cinema sin.
Yeah.
But the major message of the movie is fat people are bad and lazy.
Yeah, 100%. That is. I thought that
and played
when I watched
comedy.
Yes.
Like, are you fucking joking?
I could not agree more. It is one of the many things I don't like about. I generally like Pixar movies. WALL-E never did anything for me, and that was a big part of it. It seemed cruel in a way that is completely unnecessary.
There is a very bizarre vein of cruelty in the Pixar movies that I think, Jory, you have a really good example of with Up, particularly.
Yeah, Up is fucking inexplicable, man. Because like a lot of this stuff is like in retrospect, where it's like I think the first time I saw WALL-E in theaters, I probably liked it quite a bit, and it kind of is like upon decades of reappraisal or decade and a half. Up was the first one that I saw in theaters that I was like actively repulsed by, where their movies, like they have these like weirdly rounded corners when it comes to like the integrity of their storytelling, where I think that they are pretty universally lauded for having well realized villains who then suffer terribly and die as a punishment for their crimes.
And you're supposed to be like, yay!
Yeah, and I think that in the case of Up, like that movie has the fucking opening sequence that everybody creams their jeans for. That's like so like kind of
that's exactly what happened to me. I creamed my jeans when I saw it, and I was like, "Why am I coming so hard when this old lady?"
Everybody's creaming their face jeans.
Jarek either cut me saying that or double the volume on me saying that, however you feel is appropriate. But
a little
like we spend so much time talking about how tragic our protagonist is, and then we move on to introducing that our antagonist is tragic in almost the exact same way. And they both have manifested that in almost the exact same way. And then we're happy that one of them does a big Disney fall and dies. I don't understand the choices in those movies at all.
Here was my question about Up, and they never resolved this. As a prequel to the Michael Apted series, it just makes no sense, right? Well, where are the children? Where are they?
They're all being born right off screen.
But you need to say that. That's what I'm saying.
And
also call it Zero Up. Okay, don't just call it Up.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, they just Okay, I'll give you that.
The facial.
I tried to. Go ahead, Leighton. I'm sorry.
The facial gene creamery over the first 10 minutes of Up drives me, and it's the larger issue of the way
to self open a gene creamery.
the way that people laud Pixar's storytelling, it's like it as if it's some pinnacle. Like, it's so bare bones. I don't think it is a good basis to be working. I think it's a very bad thing to hand to a bunch of, say, art school students and be like, this is the pinnacle of storytelling. Like, no wonder we have so many fucking moralizing teens on the internet who are incredibly draconic about the way that they view the world and any amount of complexity, because everyone's like, Pixar is exactly how media is supposed to be, and it's all supposed to make you feel good. And, you know.
But Pixar doesn't make you feel good. And I say this as someone who likes Pixar movies. The reason people like Pixar is because at least once per movie, there's going to be a very manipulative cry thrown in there. And then people talk about that as if that's a good thing rather than just emotional terrorism.
Pixar's emotional terrorism is the headline for this episode. I will say the one that the one very, very manipulative Pixar moment that will forever work for me is what is it? Sarah McLachlan, When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2. Yeah. Just because that one got me real bad as a kid.
Is that the sepia toned flashback of Jessie being abandoned?
Yeah.
Yes.
I also have abandonment issues, so that one hits. Also, Inside Out. Fuck Inside Out. I hated Inside Out so goddamn much.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
I have not seen
a
it.
fan of that.
Oh, Jory, I would love for you to watch it
it
just so we can shit on it. It's.
Yeah, I think that a lot of their movies have very good qualities, and like especially, I think probably I would say the earlier ones, because they weren't as much of an emotional terrorism crocodile tear factory initially, and I think that I think probably Monsters Inc., if I think about it, is like a well-rounded, just like fun comedy that has some emotionally sweet moments.
Okay,
maybe not great towards women.
Here's
Interesting take. Yes. I really love Monsters Inc. and I think it rides on the voice acting being incredibly good. Not to say that the other Pixar ones aren't, but it's just like a very electric combination.
We know Buscemi's in it.
We know.
I was going to say here's my challenge to.
I didn't mean to pigeonhole you there, Leighton. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
No, you're fully valid in your pigeonholing. And you should.
Here's my challenge to A24 is to release a series of high budget horror films that have the exact same titles as Pixar movies. And you can Inside Out kind of
easy.
writes itself,
loving.
right? Mm-hmm. Monsters Inc., Monsters University, sure. Mm-hmm. Toy Story, terrifying. Toy Story 2, 3, 4 slasher films, right?
Yeah. A Bug's Life.
They're the Puppet Master films. Yeah.
A Bug's Life. That's right. As it burrows into your skull.
Yeah, the gestation of indeed. Yes.
Yep. What else we got? The Incredibles could be literally anything.
Up is a snakes on a plane situation.
That's right. What else do we have? What are other Pixar movies? I can't even remember. Is Coco Pixar?
Coco is not Pixar. Coco is not Pixar.
Okay.
Coco is Pixar. That's in the era where I stopped watching them, so I don't remember.
Wasn't there a dinosaur one that everybody forgot about?
Oh, Brave.
Dinosaur.
Brave is a horror movie, straight up.
It's a movie about like PTSD.
I mean, it seems like a grizzly man type film.
So okay. I think you can write all of these would make good horror movies just with these titles.
That's a very
I think someone should do it.
BuzzFeed 2011 listicle joke of you.
That's what I do.
Do we want to try doing Disney princesses reimagined as like hip college students?
Yeah, Leighton, here, take this "Which Disney princess are you?" quiz that I'm going to write right now. It has one question. Which Disney princess are you?
For payment under the table.
Okay, great. Your answer is Cinderella. You're Cinderella. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thanks.
Great. Alrighty.
Well, you have to ask Jory.
Jory, which Disney princess are you?
For
please say Sebastian.
What do we think about the design of the characters in the Jon Favreau Lion King and in the upcoming Little Mermaid?
I refuse to pay any attention to this.
I haven't seen
it takes up brain space that I don't want to spend on it. So I don't know what they look like. I don't want to know what they look like. I have zero interest. But it sounds like you have thoughts that I'd like to hear.
Well, I I don't know. I never know with those movies whether it's just that there's a lack of family entertainment, but like I as an adult with adult friends, I think about those movies like they barely exist. But
Mhm.
like
Yeah, same.
the Jon Favreau Lion King is like one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Crazy.
Like
That's
we
nuts.
we,
I
we
think
didn't
about-
even. I have an actual child I live with and raise, and we never even once discussed seeing any of these live action movies. Like, I just have zero interest. I'd rather rewatch the animated version.
Yeah, I saw Pete's Dragon and Maleficent, which are like I think maybe like interesting revisionists because like Maleficent is like Wicked or something like that, where they're
Right,
sort of
right.
Right.
you know they're flipping it on its head.
Yeah.
And Pete's Dragon is more just like I think that's a
Forgot
pretty
about
short
Pete's Dragon.
film.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a pretty sweet movie. It's kind of it reminds me of like tonally it reminds me of like the Spike Jonze Where the Wild Things Are, where it's like got like it's like adding a strain of melancholy to an original story.
Right.
They're kind of just like making it into My Neighbor Totoro, I guess. But
I don't know if this was just my age group, but were you two subjected to Puff the Magic Dragon endlessly as children?
I had one. I like think about it all the time. I had one. I think it was like my 5th grade teacher. For some reason, the 2 songs I remember them playing for us were "Puff the Magic Dragon"
Yep.
and
Killing in the Name of.
it was is the song called "In a New York Minute"? Is that a Don Henley song? In a New York Minute. Woo.
Oh yeah, is that Don Henley? It sounded plausibly so, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But just like trying to punctuate their lessons with like things like that, where it's like, I don't remember what she was trying to teach us with Puff the Magic Dragon. It's pretty bizarre.
That song
Smoking's cool.
sucks.
I mean,
I hate that song.
It is
so
pretty. I was subjected to
Oh.
the song a good bit as a child. Yes.
It's just why it's exactly okay. Here's a spicy take that
Ooh.
many people disagree with.
Here we go.
As a creator of children's music and children, I do not like that a lot of children's music is folk. I hear folk children's music and it makes me want to claw my ears off. It's so much of it is exactly the same person and a guitar type stuff that it drives me nuts. Now, there are a lot of people doing other stuff. We certainly try to do other stuff with my band. Lots of other great bands do. They might be giants, amazing kid stuff, like lots of counter examples out there. But there's so much fucking folk children's music. I don't get it. Why are we doing that? Can we just move on from this genre?
And I imagine it's very new, very manufactured, with none of like the character or history or like person with a weird voice that is actually or like narratively interesting things happening in the folk songs. That's like shit that is actually good about folk music.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Or the other way it goes is it gets very preachy. And
that bites.
like it's like trying to teach a lesson, whatever that lesson might be, which okay, fucking fine if you're going to do that. But I just have, when I hear a kid's song, I want it to be silly and fun. I don't want to, even though I care deeply about the environment, I don't want to hear a kid's song about saving, the environment or whatever. It's like, no, there's other places to do that.
Yeah. Do you think that's just inertia? Like, is that just an assumption about the form of what a children's song sounds like?
I think that's part of it. I think also people who have, different tastes than I do actually like it. So I think it does relatively well. It's also easy to make. If you're one person making kids music, all you need is a guitar and a voice and you can do it. So I think, for all those reasons, but you don't hear as much, like voice and piano kids music. It always seems to be like guitar or ukulele and voice.
Right.
The ukulele is
yeah,
especially.
That was a choice that someone actually made to be like, this song needs a ukulele. And there's a time and a place for ukulele, which can be a really great instrument when used well. But often it feels engineered to be like extra twee. And I can barely make it to twee. I can't get to extra twee without getting upset.
I think I agree.
I've made this joke to you, Brian, now probably 4 times, but we were walking around late at night trying to find a place to eat after Creator Clash, and there was a guy who was doing live music outside of a certain place that was open, and there was he was playing guitar, but there was a ukulele laying there, and that was a threat. So we went somewhere else. We also went somewhere else for different reasons, but a ukulele just laying there is a fucking threat.
Yeah, I agree. And again, great instrument when used properly, but
yes.
Right, it is.
It's a choice.
I think like maybe is part of that also just like those songs broadly kind of have to be soundtracks for like a kid falling asleep. Like they sort of have to serve the purpose of a lullaby. Because I think I was thinking about that with what are they called? Those records that are like Metallica but for babies.
Twinkle Twinkle Rock Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so lame. It is like, are those like, because it feels to me like it's like, I don't know, just pick a playlist of actual Metallica songs. But I guess maybe, I'm not a child psychologist. Maybe that could destroy a child's brain.
No, it can't. Come on.
I didn't think so, but I don't know. I've never destroyed a child's brain before. I don't know the specifics of it.
But I do think if you have, generally speaking, I don't think it's the instrumentation necessarily. I think it's the tempo, right? And so, I mean, clearly that's not entirely true. You can do a slow thing with like insane power chords and heavy distortion.
Yeah. Well, like I feel like No, That They Might Be Giants album is pretty much just a normal They Might Be Giants album.
Yes, 100%. And it's great.
And their other ones are a little more slowed
Kid
down. Kid tempo. Yeah.
I love No. I used to play that for Audrey all the time. It's a great album, start to finish, whether or not it's for kids.
Yeah,
like that's when we started making kids music. That was one of my that's how to do it right.
I imagine that to be the case. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Before we forget, please finish the Buckaroo Banzai take / discussion because
just a real piece of shit. No, I love that movie so much. I love Peter Weller, Clancy Brown, John Lithgow is just so extraordinary in that movie. Yeah.
Ellen Barkin.
Ellen Barkin is like so underserved by that movie, and she still does such a good job with it.
Jonathan Banks, young Jonathan Banks.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Who I assume already looked very old by then.
Yeah, this is like around the time of Beverly Hills Cop 1, where like he basically already looks like Mike. Just Mike like looks like the same guy got shot with an age ray.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh yeah. So Leighton, the plot with the women characters in Buckaroo Banzai is that Buckaroo Banzai is a rock star secret agent brain surgeon, rocket scientist. Who his previous wife Peggy Pretty got murdered by the villainous Hanoi Zan, and then halfway through the movie he meets
Penny Pretty,
her previously unknown twin sister, and immediately they fuck and get married. And then in the Buckaroo Banzai expanded universe, which is insane, the work of an addled mind, she then immediately gets murdered by the villainous Hanoi San.
Head of the World Crime League. But so one of the things I was going to say is a friend of mine, a very dear friend who is also a Buckaroo Banzai fan, just recently read the Earl Mac Rauch Buckaroo Banzai versus the World Crime League book and said it was one of the worst things he has ever read. He said
the reviews are pretty damning. I've been thinking about reading it.
He said it's 600 pages for one thing.
That's a fucking manifesto, dude.
Yeah, he said it was just awful, start to finish. And I was curious if you had read it, but I guess
I have not. But I do feel like the movie, I think, like cleverly escapes cancellation. There's just like little things and little choices where it's definitely not showing you certain things. Yeah. And it's like the fiction of the world of that character is pretty deplorable. Like the villain is just like as far as I can tell, like an Asian villain stereotype straight out of the 40s. It's pretty gross, but it doesn't come up in the movie at all.
Right. because that's a different. That was going to be the sequel, which never got made, although kind of got turned into Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Which a movie that also kind of weirdly just like has just the right amount of representation, and it's like maybe the thing I think about with Big Trouble in Little China is it's like maybe the white protagonist is just enough of a dipshit. Like
he's an idiot. He's a total idiot.
If he was like a swaggering hero who like succeeded at his goals, maybe the movie would
and
feel
not
grosser.
and not a complete himbo.
Yeah.
It's when he shows up in the glasses and the tie to the brothel. Oh, that's A+ Kurt Russell right there.
Oh,
If I could choose to look like another human being, I might pick like that era Kurt Russell.
It's pretty great.
Or like Nick Cave. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got face. Now,
in the interest of not talking for 3 hours, as Jarek has requested, should we move on to segments?
Yeah.
I am unprepared to move on to segments, but I can hastily write some notes and not pay attention to the show for a while.
That sounds great. Cool. The classic listener experience. So our first segment.
I feel like we went back to the pin in Buckaroo Banzai, and then I was really negative about it. I think it's a great movie, and it's idiosyncrasies.
It is a great
just
movie.
Make it better instead of worse. Which I
and
think is
as
really
a misogynist, I find those plot points that some might find icky a selling point.
Absolutely.
And a never better Peter Weller also. Like,
oh yeah, he's
that is Peter Weller had a real run there with Buckaroo Banzai, RoboCop, and Naked Lunch. I mean, like, what else do you fucking want from Peter Weller?
I always forget about the Naked Lunch movie.
I've still never seen Naked Lunch.
Weird.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a Cronenberg.
Look, I'll take a Cronenberg fine, because a Cronenberg fine is at least way more. I mean, fucking Crimes of the Future. What a mess, but it was awesome.
I still haven't seen it.
Getting nowhere near it. There's only so much Cronenberg I can handle, and Naked Lunch is pretty much the extent of it.
Have you seen The Fly, Brian?
I like The Fly. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, you like The Fly? He's a monster.
No, I think. Look,
the way he treats women in that movie.
Brian.
I think he had some good points, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's perfect, Jory. I'm just saying he had some good points, which were well expressed. Look, whether you agree with his position or not, you have to agree. You have to agree. That guy is fucking cool, and he has that it factor that so many of us desperately crave.
It's all clicking into place now. Brian's always talking about, you got to look beyond the veil of flesh, Jory.
That's right. Get in this teleporter with me, Jory. Yeah.
We've been down this road so many times, and every time I go, all right, wait a minute.
Next time, soon. So it's going to happen.
I've been too polite about it. I just realized.
Slightly off camera in that studio is a pod.
Is just a giant pod. Yeah.
Jory, will you come into my garage real quick?
Just real quick. Jory, just go first. Go first.
I have wine of a fine vintage in here.
Yeah.
For the love of God, Brian.
See, this is the kind of erudite reference that only people with a 7th grade education would understand. All right. Let's move on.
I guess that's true.
Our first segment this week, as it is every week. Now, this is my favorite time in the show. Now, Jory, you have been on the show more than anybody. So is
that actually true?
I think so. I believe it is.
I think the only person who might beat you is Jarek, but I think it might be you, Jory.
I think, is this number 3 on the main feed?
I think it's 4.
I think it's 4 because we publicly posted some of our Gabagool School episodes, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And the Saw episode was on the main feed, I think.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So this might
I have Max queued up with Saw 2. I mean, I know we're talking a lot about trying to keep this short, but...
Yeah, let's just watch Saw 2 right now. The first segment this is our pop culture recommendation segment, and because as always, I like to keep this introduction short, The segment is called What's Poppin', and the theme song goes here. Great.
Brian, are you okay?
Why?
What is this, Brian?
What's going on?
We have one segment on this show, and it's Peaches and Lemons.
Mm-hmm.
Jory, back me up on this, right? Like,
well, I just get worried when I
one.
hear this, like, this kind of arch tone, and I don't even understand where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this just like a high concept bit?
I'm so tempted. If it wouldn't kill the recording, I would absolutely close this tab right now.
That's not funny. We've been doing this for like, what, 166 episodes? There's only ever been one segment.
Okay.
No, and Brian's
you've
acting
always
like
been the host.
Brian, let there be like a beat of silence there in the recording, like he's going to insert music later. But
now, Brian, did you hear the music in your head when you said that?
That's what I was wondering.
You guys can't hear that.
You know, Brian,
Brian,
I don't want to humor this. I feel like it's counterproductive to your like mental health. Why are you just sitting there?
First of all, I reject the notion that I have mental health.
I think that's a pretty concerning thing to say while we're inquiring about your general well-being, because you're claiming that there have always been 2 segments on this show when there's clearly only ever been one. And I don't like that we're Jory.
You know,
can we talk about how you're trying to gaslight your friend Brian?
You motherfucker!
What is this?
Thank you.
I'm
Jory.
so confused.
This is the kind of betrayal that I was hoping to see. Shifting alliances. That's
Jory!
What happens on this show.
Jory, how did you do this?
I can tell. Wait. Okay, so here's the question. I assume you communicated about this during or before the show. Because it was really great. No.
My last 3 Discord messages are space, Pixar, and ill-conceived bit.
Well, that was really great. And I do want to thank you both for providing some additional segment content.
Jory, that was like a fucking Pixar villain turn for you. Is there anything you can fall off of, like a high position, and then
just die? Just die of it.
No, I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna live forever.
Maybe Unfriended style. We can just see a hand. Close it. Right.
Okay, we got to talk about the Unfriended movies.
Brian, have you seen Unfriended?
No, but I've seen clips, like I do with all horror movies. I've read the Wikipedia plot summary, and I watched a few clips.
They're fucking good. Everyone's lying to you. Unfriended is actually fucking great. And Dark Web, oh my god.
So utterly underrated. They're genuinely great. I love them so much.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Jean's Creamery. All right, Leighton, what's popping?
I was thinking maybe Jay Leno could be the mascot, and it's the fact that he's covered in denim from head to toe.
That's right, and denim and milk.
Denim sopping with milk.
Yeah, I really like that.
That textural experience.
That slap, yeah.
Which we use as like cheesecloth to make Greek yogurt. Right?
Get a Salt and Straw collab, bro.
Filtered through Jay Leno's jeans.
Ugh.
Yeah. Leighton, what's popping?
What's popping for me? I have multiple poppins, and I'll just go through them quickly. There's a book called Fatal Vision by Joe McGinnis, which is a really, really good true crime book that is the kind that was so good that when I finished it, I felt bereft. Incredibly long. It's about this guy, Jeffrey McDonald. He was a Green Beret surgeon living in on base in Fort Bragg, North Carolina with his family. His family gets murdered and he's like a little bit cut up and he's like, the hippies did it. And then he gets away with it for like 18 years. I'm thinking of a different case. He gets away with it for way too long. And the like author of the book corresponded with and like was with Jeffrey McDonald during his trial when it finally fucking went to trial like 9 years later. Wow. It's riveting. It's so good. I love Family Annihilator true crime stories. they're baffling and fascinating, and I think like that and Munchausen by proxy, like the psychology behind those are the most interesting to me. Anyway, that book really good. Fatal Vision, Joe McGinnis. Other two brief ones: a podcast called Pod Yourself a Gun, which is a Sopranos rewatch podcast.
Oh wow, okay.
That I found because one of the co-hosts was on the like 6-parter Joseph Mengele Behind the Bastards series, and I thought he was very funny, and said that he has a Sopranos. You laughed, Jory? Yes.
It's just I was like, wait, there's no essential undercurrent of unbelievably bleak darkness underneath this pick.
What?
We got the Joseph Mengele stuff.
Yeah. So I Pod Yourself a Gun is really good. I've just like LP from Run the Jewels is a guest. Like they get really good guests, so you just get to listen to him talk about the Sopranos, and he's like a huge Sopranos head. And then my last one is a YouTube channel called Very Vague, but it's VEIG, and it's this 3D artist who does incredibly cool stuff in Blender and has like some of the best Blender tutorials I've ever seen, because there's like a little history lesson and then approaches, and it's like just all really. There's one that's like, here's how to get an anime, like old school 90s anime style. There's one that's like, here's me going through the process of trying to 3D recreate a David Hockney painting. Just really, really cool. And I was very really cool. Inspired watching that person's stuff yesterday. So those are my 3 poppins, and I'm sorry that I took up so much poppin space.
That's dope.
Jory, what's poppin?
This wasn't my let's poppin', but I do a podcast I have very much enjoyed over the years, which I think has an entire season that I haven't listened to and don't remember the context of. But Open Mike Eagle has a podcast called What Had Happened Was.
Yes.
Where the first season was about DJ Prince Paul, and the second season was about LP. Yeah, Prince Paul was so fucking amazing. I love that season. The LP season was also really cool, and LP is like an amazing podcast guest, and like it's basically just like a very, very long form interview. It's like 6 hours of just going through the person's entire career, and it's tons of fun. It's really cool. I literally like I had this one in mind as being one of the things that I would pick, and now I need to make sure I have the title right. Because I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Do I remember the correct title for this?
My correct title is Doctor.
My mistake. Oh, yeah. I forgot what the title was because it's not literally connected to the movie. But there's a 20-minute short film that I watched yesterday called Gone Fishing, which is it's directed by John Mackey of Big Grande, and written by him and starring Dan Lippert from Big Grande, famous for playing Bill Walton on CBP.
Of course.
And also co-starring Mary Holland.
Oh, she's great.
And it's just like a very, very, very cute, like romantic comedy type of vibe, but just with like very, very funny LA comedy people, just being very funny LA comedy people. And it just makes me wish those people could make a feature and make a bunch of money at the box office instead of just making short films on Vimeo or whatever. But very charming, very cool, very cute. I enjoyed it a lot.
Nice.
Cool. It's Brian, been speaking of ask me the question you're going to ask me.
What's poppin'?
Before I get to that, I was just going to say the last week or so for Comedy Bang Bang, they've put out like 3 2-hour plus episodes because they have their book and the 14th anniversary. And I like Comedy Bang Bang. It does get a bit self-indulgent, but
truly does.
This is not my poppin'. These have all been winners of episodes with a bunch of really funny people having a great time. I think they're very winning.
I stand no one, but I legitimately think the last week of Comedy Bang Bang and the Scott Aukerman overload might be one of my peaches for the past week or so.
It's been
truly been putting me in a good mood.
And they're so long that, it would be very easy to do those poorly, but they're very, very funny.
Yes, they are.
High point was Sean Diston's Carl Tart impression on the most recent Comedy Bang Bang, which I thought was very, very funny.
It was very good.
My peach, actually, it is a comedy peach.
Where's
my
Pete?
Poppin? Yeah. Shut the fuck up. My Poppin.
What is this? Hold on.
Yes, Jory. I'm so sorry.
Why are we indulging this? Why are we indulging this? What's popping thing?
No, don't even right now.
Leighton, hasn't this charade gone on long enough?
First of all, you should have said charade. I can't believe you did. You should have been saying charade.
I also pronounce it foyer. All right?
Like the hot thing that burns?
What accent would pronounce a foyer?
That's a St. Louis accent.
Carry on.
Yeah, thank you. My pop-in this week, what's popping for me, is the Craig Robinson, Claudia O'Doherty show Killing It on Peacock.
I really should.
It is so funny. It's a Luke Del Tredici and Dan Gore, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Creation, the Brooklyn Nine-Nine guys. And it's just anything Craig Robinson does is funny. The guy, one of these guys, everything he says is awesome.
Yeah.
Claudia O'Doherty,
I think we've previously mentioned her on one of these.
She's amazing. Everything she has that like very cheerful insanity, which is extremely, extremely funny. The Tim Heidecker is in it as like a motivational speaker.
His character seems like a real psycho.
Rodney LaManca, I think, is something like that.
Yeah. Mike the Spoonman Mitchell is in it.
Yes. Who else is in it? A bunch of other people. It's escaping me now, but a lot of really great people in it and just really funny, consistently funny, good jokes, doesn't let up. It's about, the shtick is they, to make money, they go python hunting in Florida. And, I would say maybe 4 out of 10 episodes in the first season actually involve snakes in some way. And they tends to, just be about other stuff. But love Craig Robinson, and he's in peak form in this show, which I think is very well written and acted and everything. Really like it.
Damn. Yeah, I should watch that shit.
Okay, so I have a proposal in lieu of the only segment on the show, which is Peaches and Lemons.
Does that mean you're back on my side? I can't tell.
There are no sides. We're all on the same side, and that's just humanity, baby.
Well, fuck you in particular, Brian. Whatever side I am on that side with Jory, and you are on the other side of it.
Whoa, yeah!
We won!
The thing you're on the other side of is 40.
That's fair. Jory and I are also united in another way, in that I am making the executive decision because he's here and because the date is May 2nd, and there's a certain thing that Jory and I have in common that will be out at a certain period that we probably can't say on this. But I wanted to.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I did want to co-opt the final bit of this show for shameless plugging of Jory's horror game that I also worked on.
Yay!
Great.
So yeah, fuck Peaches and Lemons. It's homebody time, baby!
Oh,
okay.
We're not doing Peaches and Lemons at all? I don't have to think about 2 other things that make me happy?
Well, but
Exactly.
before we do that though, my lemon was going to be the thing I mentioned about tablet news early on. Can I just say my thing? My thing? Can I just say my thing? It's not part of a larger segment. It's a standalone lemon, but I did mention I was going to say it. And
So
it would be breaking a promise to the listener if I didn't say it.
Leighton, do you want to do your Peaches and Lemons title theme that you do every week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Preamble?
I don't know what you're talking about. Brian, you have free space to complain as you wish, but keep it snappy, all right?
Well, okay. Look, Daddy likes a soak. I'm a bath taker. We all know this.
Oh boy, where's this going?
I will soak. I'll take a nice bubble bath with some Dr. Teal's, some nice warm water, and I might watch an episode of Columbo while I do this.
I was thinking of Dr. Bronner's. I was like, is that the one with the text all over the
Dr. Teal's
bottle?
is like in the blue plastic bottle.
Well, no, but Dr. Bronner's is in a blue plastic bottle.
It just also has a manifesto on it. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, no, Dr. Bronner's you can brush your teeth with it. It's bubble bath, it's soap, it's laundry detergent.
It's shimmer. Yeah.
It's the stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Glorious. The Stuff reference. Sorry. A winner of a film, if ever there was one. So I was watching Columbo in the tub the other day, and I slightly jostled my iPad, and it fell into the tub. And I lost my iPad to the vagaries of water.
No.
Okay, but was Peter Falk on the screen as he slid under?
He fell onto my dick, and it was the single greatest moment of my life.
Which side of his face?
All of it. It was straight on there. Because, well, once I adjusted it, it was.
This is a different story than the one you started telling.
So anyway,
This is troubling.
I fucking, due to my own idiocy, I destroyed my tablet, which look, I've been taking baths, watching shit on an iPad for many years. It is shocking this hasn't happened before. But it happened. It finally happened. So RIP my iPad. But
I'm sorry,
am I going to stop watching Columbo in the tub? You know I'm not.
It's even more intimate now that he's been all over that dick.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, well, he's part of a very exclusive club.
You know what? With the power of imagination, you can watch Columbo anytime you want with no
That's
threat
right.
of damage to property.
You know what? That's a good point. And actually, I did just watch. I was watching them not quite in order because I did just watch Prescription Murder, which is the 1968 made-for-TV movie that came out a couple years before the series proper started. So,
I had a nightmare the other night. This is my new segment. Get puckered out, where I share citrus fruit that makes you unhappy. But I had a dream the other night where I was like at an event held by like an aging children's entertainer who
my ears are burning.
He was like Brian. I mean, maybe. No, I don't know. I felt really bad about it. Never mind. Even just saying, well, maybe, that was such a mealy bit, and I still regretted it.
That's fine.
The way you just said it's fine was a very soft commitment. Anyway.
It's fucking fine, Jory. Move on.
Okay, thank you, buddy. I feel better now. But, okay, so I was at an event held by an aging children's entertainer where he was, like, doing entertainment.
My ears are burning.
Fucking God.
Well, maybe. There was, but the Muppets were there, and the Muppets were like, everybody was just like not enjoying the show this guy was doing, and like we were all adults, and like the Muppets are in their 50s, right? So it kind of, and then
hold on.
I remember.
Wait, pause. The Muppets are in their 50s. I want to break down this statement. Did they look like they normally look, or did they look old?
You know what? Actually, so the dream does involve the Muppets being a little uncanny.
Okay.
So maybe they actually did look a little old, but I guess I don't remember.
Okay.
But I mean, if they aged in real time, I mean, how old was Kermit? Kermit already had a nephew when
it was on
started,
50 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe they're in their
five.
They might be in their mid 60s
or older.
Yeah,
some of them were straight up adults, so some of them would be in their 70s, I would guess.
Well, none of them are human, though. I mean, we don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know how
they'd all be dead, is what you're telling me, Jory.
Jory, I want to hear the rest of the dream. Thank you.
In the dream, I got like distracted and I kind of wandered off. And I remember I was like, this was some kind of social anxiety dream where I was really desperate to entertain. Like I was like really trying hard to be like a funny, affable guy.
My ears are burning.
I'm blowing that bad, but like I start to have like this like inner like second wind where it's like, you know what? I'm really going to impress these guys and be funny and likable. And I walk back out into the main room and I see Fozzie Bear walking by and I make some kind of big joke. Like truly in my memory of what it felt like in my unconscious, this joke was a fucking winner. Oh. And Fozzie Bear looks at me with like uncanny valley, like tear-stained, like red eyes, like just like devastated, like something horrible just happened. And I remember being like, whoa, man, are you okay? And he just like kind of wordlessly like walked off. And then I found out later that this children's entertainer whose party we were at murdered Jim Henson. And I don't know if the Muppets already knew this or if they were just finding it out. But then, like, I mean, of course it's a nightmare. So then I end up seeing like photographic evidence that this had happened, and it was like harrowing. But
So, wait, in the world of your dream, the Muppets exist, and also Jim Henson is an independent entity?
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had some kind of
This was like
paternal
their
role
buddy.
in their lives. I don't know. Yeah,
Was
Okay,
murdered.
yeah.
By this Asian
By this
children's
guy.
entertainer.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
and they were crushed. It was really hard to watch.
This rules.
It was awesome.
What was
So-
the joke?
so
Do you
many-
remember the joke?
No, I did absolutely no. Well, no, like, I mean, all the wind got taken out of it when I realized
Yeah.
Fozzie was so upset.
Oh.
Because Jim Henson was murdered.
That's right.
He got off on a technicality, and now
That's right.
Now are the Muppets going to plot revenge on this guy?
Yeah.
That's
I'd
the
watch that.
Death to Smoochie-esque story that we're yet to see.
That is
That's right.
very
That's
Death
the Meet the Feebles style thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Jackson.
I hate that film.
Yeah, not a.
Yeah.
I messaged Jory about this the other day, but my single dream image that's been sticking with me is it was a gas station. There was a car parked, and it was implied to be my car. But, you
This
know,
rips. I've thought about this a bunch since you told
really,
me about it.
the pump was in, and it was like nighttime, lit only by that eerie like overhead gas station thing. Doors were open, and then across the inside of the windshield, as if it had been written in, like it was written backwards if you were looking at the car front on, but so you could read it perfectly if you were in the car, and it just said all lowercase, "You are like other girls," smiley face.
That's really great.
Really, really cool.
I like that.
Environmental storytelling.
I want to 3D
So
model it.
speaking
That's
of
part
that,
of why I was talking to
Homebody.
you about cars. Yes,
Homebody.
with our
Homebody,
5
homebody,
minutes.
homebody.
Wow. What is there to say? Leighton, you were such an instrumental part to the game coming together, and I appreciate so much all the time that you spent on it and all the hard work that went into it. It's really meaningful to me.
Thanks,
I think
Joshua.
that
So,
the game is.
well, I think we should.
I
Can
wasn't
you
angling
talk
for
about what
this.
it is? But like, people don't really know about it. So, give us some context. Where in the Silent Hill storyline does this game take place?
So it's kind of a side story. It's a lot like Silent Hill Downpour. In fact, it's identical to Silent Hill Downpour in a lot of ways, where we're just kind of exploring.
You just put
Somebody-
NBA Jam heads on all the characters.
I prefer to call them DK mode heads, but yes, effectively the same idea.
Yeah.
No, it's I love puzzle games, and I love horror games, and I love narrative games, and I love slasher movies, and frankly, it just felt kind of like a combination of factors that weirdly had not been explored. So Homebody is a non-combat driven survival horror slasher movie, psychological horror thing. I always run out of steam when I try to talk about the genre, but I think that
And it's a puzzle game.
it's got a pretty major puzzle element. It's the main thing that's kind of gating progress through it, because it's a slasher movie set in a time loop where we kind of use physical space as a. People haven't played it yet, so I'm in a mode where I want to start doing like postmortem and talking about the themes and shit. But,
Yes, I know. I wanted to let you lead this. The way that I pitched it to other people, in me being like, I worked on a horror game that's coming out soon, is like, it's an A24 movie, but it's a horror game, which is
Now-
cheapens it very deeply. But I think that, one of my peaches was going to be that I've been playing Homebody the past couple of days, and it just, I love horror movies. I love watching other people play horror games. I usually cannot, for the life of me, play horror games. Homebody is the exact horror game that I can play and enjoy, and that is like so rare for me. But I think another big, like, if you played Dream Daddy and you liked Dream Daddy, or you like episodes where Jory is on this show and we talk to Jory, The game, despite being a very depressing horror game, has jokes in it and is funny and characterful, which I think is like a really rare thing for a horror game. So if you vibe with that, there's more of that.
For sure.
Sorry, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say, like, I'm always a little wary of using like negative counterexamples to talk about what I like about the game. But for sure, like a big part of the goal was like tonal variety.
Yes.
It's very, very emotionally dense and pretty sad at times. But also, you know, we really strive to make it characterful and funny and interesting. And
that's
awesome.
I'm really happy with how it all came out.
I think we were very successful with having a lot of things where a very funny thing happens and then a really fucked up thing happens, or vice versa. And that's my favorite thing that a horror can do. And I think hey folks, does your brain not work right? Because mine doesn't. And
try new Late Night with Brian Weck brain pills.
SSRIs.
It'll fix your fucking brain.
They're LNRIs. No, but if you have brain issues,
Late Night reuptake inhibitors?
Yeah, why not?
Couldn't you just slow down on listening to the show if you were trying to?
Here's what that would be like.
Happier.
Yeah.
Oh no! I don't like this joke.
All right, 60 seconds. Anyway, Homebody. It will be out soon. We will tell you when it's out. Okay.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're going to record for like 60 more seconds.
Yeah. Go. Your body needs what it needs.
Will you keep that little moment in the video version?
Oh, this is all so great.
I fucking love Jory, dude. He's my favorite.
I know, he's the best. He's absolutely the best. Everything is so. He's a comedic genius.
And also just a fucking sweetheart. We're gonna positive shit talk him till he comes back. The moment he comes back, we both need to say something really horrible and nasty about him. Can we commit to this?
Yes, I will absolutely commit to that.
Okay, great. But you're the one who has to say it. You have to say the nasty thing.
You go first. You go first.
No, you're gonna do me dirty like you and Jarek did on the Panda Express episode.
I would never do
you guys did me so dirty because not only did you hit me with that, but then you cut it out of the episode. So what was that humiliation for?
I didn't cut anything. I don't edit these.
You decided it wasn't going to go in the public feed because your old man ears were too overwhelmed by.
I thought the audio quality was not up to our usual standards of excellence.
Our usual standards of what? Cum jokes?
Yeah.
We can take the cum jokes.
Excellent cum jokes.
But we can't take a little bit of a whooshy. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much for the sweet listeners' ears. If you want the worst quality audio, give us money.
I have no standards for jokes, but I have high standards for audio quality. And they're not cum jokes. They're cum explorations.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah. I hope I'm hoping he's away for 2 hours.
I was really hoping he was going to come back mid-yell.
The ultimate power move would just be to not come back.
Well, that's like when Ross left during What's Poppin'.
Yes.
Hi, Jory.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm just saying the ultimate power move would be for you just to not come back and let this roll and then unfriended, close the laptop.
I was really hoping that you were going to come back in time to catch me in the middle of screaming at Brian, which is what just happened.
Wait, why?
Excellent
I wish
question.
I could see.
Why? That's a good fucking question, Jory. Why was Leighton screaming at me? I never know, and I don't care to know.
What's going on?
What's going on is that I don't listen to women.
That one is true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not comfortable commenting on this bit.
Well, you can comment all you want. Whose side are you on, Jory?
Which side are you on? Which side?
I'm on the right side of history.
Whoa.
And politics.
Like Leighton said earlier, I'm an ally.
Can we just get a real quick "Let's go, Brandon" from you, please?
Jory, everybody in our group does that as an ally. I've never heard you do an as an ally, and it really makes sense. As an ally.
I don't know. I am going nuts with this pencil today. All right, look. I'm
You're
very
really hard on
excited.
yourself about it earlier.
I,
too.
I
Like,
you know,
you're not being,
I have standards that I try to meet.
you're not being didactic. You're excited and animated to talk about things that you're
I
passionate
am.
about.
What I'm really
Like not
excited
listening
about
to
is
women.
to play Homebody. That's what I'm really excited about.
Thanks, Brian. I'm really excited for everybody to play it. I have like really turned a corner with it where, you know, that point where you're working on something creatively and all you see are the flaws. Where like lately when I look at and play the game, I just feel like really happy and excited. I'm so
That's
proud
awesome.
of it.
And you
I really
should be, Jory. We've been watching you
Yes.
work on this for fucking years and years and years, and it's amazing.
It's weird. Yeah. Thanks. I'm super excited about it.
Jory, these
My two
episodes with you
favorite
are my
J-name
favorite.
people.
It's just the best. I love having you on the show. Also, I was saying, you know, no, that would have to get cut out, so I'm not going to say that. But no, thank you for being a true high point of what we do here. These are my favorite episodes, and I love that we get to do them so often.
That's so generous and kind. I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to be here too.
Thanks for pulling the biggest numbers that we get for any guest, and it's because you're the best.
That cripples me. I can't handle thinking about that anymore.
No, truly, Jory, you're one of my favorite people. It was such a pleasure and a fucking honor to work together again on Homebody, and I'm really proud of the work that we did. And like, our in-person writing sprint was like a highlight of my year, and I'm really proud and honored to know you. And yeah.
And I have to say, on a personal note, as an ally, it was nice to meet another ally. So thank you for, you know, we should form a little club of allies and teach everyone else how to like really fucking do it. Right.
I feel like, I've just been wandering through the streets of Los Angeles, Hollyweird, looking for an honest man, and to finally find one. It's
right here.
It's thrilling.
Have you seen the newest Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper?
No, I haven't.
There's her character's name is Allie. And at one point you see a big billboard with her face on it. And under it says Ally, except it's her name, but it's a giant picture of Lady Gaga that looks like it's just screaming Ally underneath it. It's my favorite part of the movie.
That's very funny.
Yeah. Well, to all you allies out there, keep...
Oh boy.
It's pronounced Allies.
All right, I guess we'll see you fucking next wishlist Homebody on Steam.
Yeah,
please do. I would love for people to check it out. Make me really happy.
Yeah.
Bye.
But that just tied into like a personal, emotional thing. I hope you enjoy the game. Is what I'm saying.
They're going to.
Wow.
They will.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.